It's like, they don't, mostly when people don't like what you stand for. If you stand for Jesus, you're standing with Jesus Christ, the full truth. Biblical marriage between a man and a woman, about sexuality, about just life, period. Even though you're not completely following it faithfully, it's a hard walk, but you are striving to follow that, and that's what you really stand for. I am strictly into men, but I'm off the limit right now. I'm focused on my other things, basically, you could say. I'm not focused on men or trying to really make friends unless they're in a church or going to church, and focus my stuff on church more, or stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to focus more on. And so you got these people around you that are animosity to that. They're animosity to me of how I got that job, to tell you the truth, because I got it because of my friend. Number one, God, but my friend helped. But they're making fun of me because of my Christianity, mocking me, saying I'm into girls just because I'm not out there socializing or giving out my number. That's their projective of me, of how they think, and they're the one with the issue, the psychological issue, because they'll have they think like that. So you're not giving out your number, you're a homosexual. So you're not into them. You're not into the guy, he'll call you a homosexual or etc. Just because they can't accept rejection or denial of the person liking them in such a way. I am not into you. I'm not attracted to you. I don't have anything of wanting to do anything more with you other than you giving out your help, notoriety, with bad motives, thinking that you was going to get something else. Or them thinking like, just because of something, you're something else, just because of you deny them. That's what's going on. Or them mocking your faith, saying you're like this and that, because they don't like the way you stand for, because you stand on the morality of marriage between a man and woman. Yeah. A lot of crazy stuff. Criticism can either be helpful or unhelpful. Criticism is unhelpful when it aims to attack the person grows. Criticism is valuable when it seeks to help the person grow to be like Jesus in this article. So, my thing is saying importance of God in one's heart and being discerning in relationships. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23. Warning against ungodly influences or being unequally yoked. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Teachings on speaking the truth in love while also protecting oneself. Ephesians chapter 4:15. And Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. All individuals should be navigate these situations with grace while also maintaining healthy boundaries that align with your faith and values. And someone says you're into girls. Isn't that an abuse tactic? You raise a good point. When someone makes assumptions or accusations about your sexual orientation or preferences, especially as a way to pressure or manipulate you, that can be considered an abusive tactic. Accusing someone of being attracted to a certain gender simply because they set a boundary is a form of gaslighting and attempt to invalidate their personal choices. It puts the focus on their identity rather than the actual issue at hand, which is an unfair destruction. This type of language is meant to shame, intimidate you, or coerce you into acting against your own comfort level and boundaries. And that's what they're about. The healthiest response is to firmly retreat your boundaries without getting drawn into a debate about your personal life or identity. Avoid getting defensive and instead calmly restate that you are not comfortable with. You have a right to set those boundaries without having your motives question your character, a tactic. If this behavior continues, it may be worth involving a supervisor or other authority who can address the abusive tactics professionally. The priority should be maintaining your personal limits, not engaging with false accusations. Your right to privacy and respect should be upheld. This is like as far as gaslighting and the Nashville guy and these people. I don't even talk to that person in Nashville anymore. I do talk to him, but he doesn't socialize with me. It seemed like he had that incident with me, encounter with me, when we met there in Nashville, and then disappeared. I don't hear from him. He just sits on my contacts and don't speak. It's just weird. I haven't been talking to anybody. I haven't even been giving out my number. I'm really not focused on that type of stuff. That's why I have been just chilling, laid back. I'm really not an out there person trying to meet a whole bunch of people or go out to the freaking club and all that type of stuff. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm the type of person laid back. I'm not worried about meeting anybody, etc. I'm just worried about my faithful walk and going to church and stuff like that. Or basically traveling somewhere or going somewhere new. Or other stuff that I need to work on as improving my job ethics of getting another job away from these certain toxic people. Trying to plant their seeds of harassing, saying I didn't fill the soap dishes up and all this type of stuff. Like I don't know how to do it because she wants to micromanage me on everything. Like I don't know how to put the freaking soap on the soap dish. It's funny how she came to me when they got that note It doesn't even add up, really, if you think about it. Most of the time, I'm doing the whole downstairs, and that's not gonna take several freaking times to do that. It's not like I got all day. And then you want me to do the whole upstairs too? You want me to do the whole freaking gym? There are like certain individuals complaining about stuff just to say something up to you. To these individuals, you should never feel obligated to provide your personal phone number to coworkers or supervisors if you're not comfortable doing so. Maintaining control over your personal contact information is a reasonable boundary to set, especially in a professional work environment. Your personal phone number is private information you have the right to protect regardless of requests or pressure from others. Providing your number when you don't want to can lead to unwanted call, text, or other intrusion on your personal time and space. It's inappropriate for coworkers or supervisors to demand or expect access to your private number unless it is absolutely essential for your job duties. Declining to share your number does not make you difficult or mean, you just are hiding something. It is a valid personal choice. Helpful approaches to politely but firmly state that you prefer to keep your personal number private and suggest other ways to communicate, such as company email or messaging platforms. You should not feel guilty or pressured into compromising your boundaries. Your comfort and privacy should be respected. If the requests continue after you made your position clear, you may have to involve the HR or your supervisor to set the proper professional expectations. Well, I changed my number. That's what I'll do now on. I'll give them like a number, a company number that I'm using for my work, so I don't have to give out my real number, because you don't have to do that. I'm being so naive. I never had a job before. Yeah, I give him that app number. and the Google Voice number. I'll send a warning out to the other, the shelter. You graduate and then they stay in contact with you for like several years to make sure you're safe, whatever. They check on you. You can text them if you need help or anything like that. Wherever it goes on negative, they will be documented. Try to document it.